4. Nice start to the home slate.
Starts on the mound,
Yeah.
and we've been very good on the mound. I didn't realize we were as good as we were today with 0 walks. 3 guys that have pitched really well, and like I said, we thought Parker pitched well in Dallas. He had 1 bad inning and it got away from him, but he was chomping at the bit to bounce back today, and we continue to play good defense, which you should play good defense when you got guys aggressive in the strike zone and pitching the way they're pitching.
What does it say about Parker's composure that while he did give up a few hits, he was still able to keep his composure and not have any earned runs?
It's just part of the growing process. I love him to death because he's so competitive, but and it's like sometimes he wants it so bad or he wears it on his sleeve, and that's just going through it, and he'll figure it out and he'll make adjustments, and it's something I know he and Coach Williams, they talk about, and afterwards when he can look back on the situation, it's just that's part of the growth process. So it's a super talented kid. It's fun seeing him have success, and and so you just 1 week at a time here.
Brown goes another time for Brown to go up on the mound, and
Yeah.
a freshman continues to impress.
Yeah, he's making it look easier than it is, right? I mean, just aggressive in the zone and seems to be commanding pitches. Today he ran out, even though there wasn't anybody on base. He ran out in the middle of an inning, and so very pleased, like I said, from the pitching standpoint, the defensive standpoint. And I didn't think we were bad offensively today. We had some quick outs, but we also, we hit balls right at them. They made some great plays. Gosh, shortstop made a great play, second baseman made a great play. And that's baseball, you just don't get frustrated, just keep playing, and it was nice to put up that big crooked number there in the 7th.
You guys have done a pretty good job here early in the season, being able to move runners over and get guys in scoring position and give your offense a chance to more easily get some runs in. What's been the key to that so far, do you think?
Just good hitters. Obviously Coach Snyder and Coach Rabel do a great job with them, but it's a talented group. We really feel like we've got 13, 14 guys that deserve to be in the lineup, could be in the lineup every day, and we get contribution and guys coming off the bench, and we're matching up with certain catchers and infielders, and so yeah, it stinks that we lose Eddie for a little bit. Hopefully not too long, but we got outfielders, we got guys to step up, and hopefully we're better off when he comes back. We're even a better club.
It's a small sample size, but what do you think of this team's power hitting approach so far?
It's for us it's always doubles. That's where our coaches preach. Doubles, stay on the ball, hit it in the gaps, and then the home runs just kind of come. But I think it's a very physical lineup. In one sense, we got 3 guys at the top that all 3 could be leadoff hitters, but then you got about 6 guys right there in a row that can all hit the ball out of the yard. So there's plenty of power potential here. It's more about just quality at bats. Get guys over, get them in, and don't underestimate. We ran the bases the right way. Like Lippy gets in that rundown, Byram gets the second. That puts a little pressure. That guy balks him the third, and it makes Alex's at bat, in my opinion, just a little easier because now if I just move the ball or if I get a hit, I'm scoring the run, and I was very confident Alex was going to give us a chance there, and then that opened it up, and Zion has the huge at-bat after that.
You made mention of, matching catchers and then of really looking for doubles. Tagger had 2 today. He's hit the ball really well here early in the season. Would he be a candidate to jump in that DH spot as well on days that he's not catching?
He definitely can. And right now, because we had 5 outfielders, until Eddie tweaked a leg muscle. Let's say we're working with 4 right now, but we still got 5 infielders, and so we just got a little bit of a rotation. But Tagger's at-bats are not going unnoticed, man. Those are very competitive at-bats. So he's a definite, DH candidate, and if not, just a really good hitter off the bench because he gives you quality at-bats.
Got a unique Monday afternoon game as you're trying to wipe up the series, I guess. What's the message to the team as you approach Game 3?
It's 2 messages. One, you got to be able to finish off a weekend series. It doesn't matter if you win the first 2, you lose the first 2, you split. it's one game. You know, good teams can play really well in that game 3. You know, part of it's because you have a lot of pitching depth and you got guys that can run out there and play. The second message is, hey guys, I don't know if you realize this, but on Monday in the postseason, I mean, that's a regional championship final, that's a super regional championship final, and those are games in Omaha. So even though you don't play a lot of games on Monday during the season, Monday's a big day in the postseason. So let's show that we can play on Monday.
That 3-run shot.
Really good, really good. I'm glad I got the opportunity to go up there and get that at bat. I mean, we had a lot of plays before that led up to that. Lippy standing the run down, high getting on base, the ball. Alex popping one through. Lucas taking a nice walk. So it was a lot that happened before that home run.
Kind of highlight how this is, you're kind of dangerous up and down that lineup.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I think the whole lineup is filled with runs. A lot of people get on base, a lot of base stealers, a lot of power hitters. So, yeah, it's just runs all throughout the lineup.
What was the key to you guys' approach today? There wasn't as many hits as there were yesterday, but the power hitting was still there.
Yeah. We got to tip our hat to the guy that pitched that game. He pitched a really good game. I actually think we probably got out of our approach a little bit, got a little swing happy, didn't stay on it as much as we should have. But we also hit a lot of balls hard, so can't be disappointed at that. They were just making their plays today. But yeah, we got to the bullpen and did what we had to do.
When you're facing a staff that throws a little bit slower than you might be used to, is it challenging at the plate to get used to that?
I think the challenging part about that is just, again, sticking to your approach. It can look so good and you just, you want to do damage to it, but that's how they get you. They want you to, have those big swings, and then that leads to pop-ups and ground balls. So, again, good job by him, and we do a better job at staying on our approach.
Any difference at all in, where last year you let off a lot, but obviously in high school hit down the lineup a little bit, so it's not like you're not used to it. But any difference between the approach leading off, whether it's mentally or just what you're trying to do or thinking about when you're hitting down the lineup a little bit more?
Yeah, leading off is definitely a different position. It definitely requires more taking, just because you have to see the pitch to relate to your team and stuff like that. In my opinion, that's what it takes. But honestly, throughout the game, everybody hits in different positions. Like, I let off 2 times this game, so I mean, it really doesn't make a difference. But I do enjoy hitting 3 spot, letting those guys get on and moving them over, doing my job with that.
Parker got kind of roughed up in his debut in Oklahoma State last week, but he performed a lot better today. What did you see kind of differently in his overall approach, or was his confidence a lot higher? What did you see from the outfield vantage point?
Yeah, now Parker's a dog. He's got all the tools to be a great pitcher. He is a great pitcher. The best thing for him is just staying composed. I think out in Texas, he was doing an amazing job, and still, even at the end of the game, he did a great job. I think it was just, he's such a competitor that sometimes he could get too high, and he just needs to stay level, and he did a great job adjusting today. And it's just going to be continuous work for him, and over the years, he'll get better.
All right. Talk about your performance and setting career highs and strikeouts and all that.
Just went out there today, just trying to just be myself, just go out there, just trust myself with everything. Just right after the last outing, kind of got away from me, just go out there and just do my thing.
After the last game, Dan was mentioning that sometimes you might get, the emotions might play a little bit too more role. You might get a little too fired up. How do you try to keep those things in check?
When things like fire me up a little bit, I kind of just get it out and just like get flushes and go out there next pitch, even though sometimes it may look like I'm still a little bit mad. I'm not that mad. I'm just trying to go out there and just do my role.
What was it like today, like in terms of, what you and Roger and had talked about in terms of what the approach was going to be and what you were, trying to do, to the hitters out there today?
We were definitely trying to work with the fastball and just let every pitch go off the fastball and just let my pitches work. I mean, I had all 4 pitches today, and when you have that, it's very helpful. I mean, you want to have all your pitches. So just going out there to let my pitches do what they do and just get outs.
How far have you come along with some of your secondary pitches? I know you work off the fastball, but of course you need the other ones to kind of land as well.
Yeah, I just added a new slider last summer, so that's been a big help for my arsenal. So having that and 2 other off speed with my splitter and my curveball, just being able to land those and working off the fastball with those is just a big help. I mean, if I have all of those landing, it's going to be a pretty good day.
All of the starters now put in some pretty solid starts in this young season. Your thoughts on how you guys have started as a rotation?
We have all the confidence in the world. I mean, we're the 3 Ps. That's what we call ourselves, Patrick, Parker, and Pete. So we go out there, just have fun, and just do our thing.
Can you talk about the depth of not just the starters but the staff? I mean, there's a lot of really good, talented arms. Whether it's some transfers in or whether it's even some freshmen, there's a lot of dudes down there, and it has to be fun and competitive down there on bullpen days and things like that.
Oh yeah, this is the deepest staff I've ever been a part of. We have a lot of people still left to throw that need to throw. I mean, we have Cuts, you have Tucker, you have a bunch of other people. There's a lot of freshmen in there that they don't act like they're freshmen. They go out there and they act like they pitched a ton of innings in college baseball. So, I mean, that's also a huge help. Everyone's confident in themselves, and we just take that from each other and go out there and try to dominate.
You had a lot of appearances last year as a true freshman. Seeing Brown come in and his couple first appearances doing pretty well on the mound. What's your thoughts of seeing that new guy out there?
We definitely knew that Jack Brown was going to be the guy he is. I mean, that guy, he works so hard at everything he does. He goes out on the mound, doesn't think about a thing. We call him Batman, if that says anything. We call him Batman. And he just goes out there, he's like, all right, I'm going to throw you my sinker, I'm going to go throw you my slider and have fun hitting it.
Thanks, Parker. Season, how's it feel to come out a little bit warmer weather as well to pick up a nice win?
It was nice today, but it was a good round victory for all of us. Pitched well, hit well, all the way around.
Talk about your performance at the plate. You're off to a pretty nice start this season. Had a nice day as well today. Obviously, it seems like you're seeing the ball well to start the year.
Yeah, just seeing balls in the zone, get my swing off. So,
as the last couple of days, you've hit some balls really hard and have, whether you're catching or whether you're DHing, is a little harder one or the other, trying to stay locked in the game or anything like that.
it's about the same. I mean, the approach is the same both times. I have a little less wear and tear when I'm obviously DHing, but staying focused on the game is still just as easy. It's the same approach.
What can you say about this team's power hitting approach to start the season?
Yeah, we haven't really slugged too much. We've kind of used our other weapons to start, but I think as it gets warmer, some of those balls will start traveling a little bit better, and some of those balls that were flying out to the track may get out a little bit, and slug will go up a little bit. But
stand-up triple today. Talk any a little bit in that dugout about letting the guys know about the wheels you got there or anything like that?
Nah, I just got a lucky bounce off the wall.
Oh, okay.
We'll take it.
Appreciate
All right.
it, man.